Gaza
are
displacement.
refugees. Their story of forced displacement may have started when Israel was created in 1948. But it's far from over. The latest chapter is Israel's attempt to expel them from their land once and for all. Since the war on Gaza started, 90% of people have been displaced at least once, turning memories of Nakba into a living reality. This time, broadcast live on television. A new report by the Israeli rights group B'Tselem suggests that Israel's goal is to turn the temporary displacement of Palestinians into a permanent one, using destruction and starvation to engineer depopulation. Almost 90% of the Gaza Strip is designated either as Israeli military zones or included in Israeli forced evacuation orders. Israeli officials declared Gaza's ethnic cleansing as a war objective, pushing people from the north of the Strip into concentration zones or so-called safe evacuation zones in the south. And Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is still pushing for the transfer of Palestinians out of Gaza altogether.
You're talking about probably 1.5 million people, and we just clean out that whole thing.
Shortly after these remarks, the Israeli cabinet established a new unit tasked with executing the departure of hundreds of thousands of Palestinians from the Strip. A similar strategy is being carried out in the occupied West Bank, where the largest forced displacement since 1967 is underway. 40,000 Palestinians have been driven out of their homes in refugee camps, at times at gunpoint.
The soldiers harassed us to leave. They asked me, "Why don't you move out of here?" I said, "I have no money to rent or build a new place." They said, "Go to France, you'll have a salary and a good life." They want to evict us in any way possible.
Meanwhile, in Israel's Negev area, demolition orders for Palestinian homes have quadrupled since the war started. Legislation banning the UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees, UNRWA, isn't intended merely to stop its operations. It attacks the organizations that preserve the status of Palestinians as refugees. Among many Israelis, there's wide support for forced transfer, seen as a solution to the so-called Palestine problem. The problem being Palestinians' presence on their land, the solution expelling them from it.